OTAs, okay? Who gives a fuck? You don't. You don't. You don't.
Yeah, I do.
You don't.
What is the deal?
I have no idea.
Are they just putting a spotlight on it more than they have in the past?
It seems like either that or there are definitely more horses dying recently than have ever in the past.
One half of the Hammer Down Cowboys, Tone Diggs is here. What's up?
So, like, let's say a dog wanders in the street and gets hit by a car. We take it to the vet, and we see if we can fix. A lot of time they can't get fixed. We put, casts and braces and cones around their heads and stuff like that, and then they go to live a nice little life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not even a
These
thought.
horses pull a hammy and we put a bullet in their heads?
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is.
Well, I mean,
is it because they're? I don't know what the deal is.
They don't have horse casts?
Yeah, and can they not? I guess they probably wonder. The horses are much more powerful than dogs.
They don't have cones for their heads?
Well,
No, I assume they have the ability to blow out their, I think dogs you can. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know because I've tried to figure this out a couple times. Like, why do we just have to on the track?
On the track, yeah.
They're doing this.
Mm-hmm. Well, dogs.
Anyways, let's move along.
Horses
but
have it.
Let's just say you get a good.
What?
Well,
if dogs were to be hot dogs after they died, then maybe they wouldn't do
all
that.
right,
Horses,
so let's not. We don't need to get in the whole. I don't think
See?
that's in hot dogs, by the way.
have you ever been hypnotized for real?
Me? Nah.
Yeah.
I've seen others though that allegedly have gotten. I've been in the room.
You think it's possible? You think it's possible to get hypnotized?
I've been in the room with people I respect who have gotten hypnotized, and they promised me that it wasn't a setup.
They weren't
So
fucking around.
you know what I mean?
I'd like to try it. I think it'd be cool.
I think
Let's
there's a
try it.
chance. I think there's a chance you could do that.
So you forget everything.
Yeah, and you're balking like a
Z.
chicken.
Yeah, Zeet's been hypnotized allegedly.
What happened? Did they take advantage of you, Zeke?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda.
A little bit.
Took my language
Oh,
away.
Yeah, now he doesn't know how to read.
He can still read.
How old were you, Zeke?
I would say probably kindergarten, preschool, kindergarten.
When you got hypnotized?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Is that legal? Like, where did this happen?
You tell me. I have
Kindergarten.
no
I have a
idea.
kindergarten.
It happened.
I'm a kindergartner right now, bud. I mean, maybe I should get Axel hypnotized. Maybe he'll behave.
Not a bad idea.
That'd be great. Love veggies.
You're 5 or 6 years old and getting hypnotized by somebody. Who is this creep?
Well, it's a kid hypnotist, dude. LeBron James is thinking.
I had a lot to think about, to be honest. Just for me personally, going forward with the game of basketball.
It would make sense with how old he is, with how long he's been around, with how much money he's made, with what his legacy already is. He's in the conversation Mount Rushmore of basketball. He has the championships. So he was able to win by himself. He was able to win with people. There's every argument that could be made against him. He can go around for the rest of his life and say, oh, you're dumb, you're dumb, you're dumb, you're dumb. He did it. Just a kid from Ohio. So I think that was the big surprise. Like, maybe he does, but this certainly means the end is very near. It is a trash rule, but I understand it's just like, let's protect our future potential lawsuits, and we can't just be making decisions like that. That cannot be how a league that is the biggest in the world, the best in the world, operates. You have to, at some point, just make decisions for the good of the game and for the good of your league, and just understand that there's potential repercussions that are going to come, but at least have a little fucking integrity for the professionalism and for the lives. There's a lot of special teamers that make a lot of living off of this entire thing. In the game, there's a lot of strategy that's used in kicking off and kickoff returns. You're taking away like special teams coaches' incentives to be good. I just don't understand how this is a thing. And then for them to report the reason is future litigation. It's like, that can't be how we're making decisions right now.
I had this gust to win and it died. And I told my caddy, I'm going now. And because it was the right club then. And so I flighted it in there. It's going right at it. I can't see anything. And then the crowd cheers again. So I kind of take off my hat for a second, just like, thank you. And all of a sudden, Rory turns around. He starts coming at me. He's got his arms up and gives me a hug. And he goes, that went in the hole. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me right now. I mean, it's ridiculous. I would have been thrilled just to hit the green.
We heard afterwards that was your first ever tournament hole in one. Of course, like, what a weekend. You won $288,000. You said you don't have to do as many lessons anymore because you've won a couple golf tournaments that's been able to make up for some of the lessons time. Well, let's just say you were still doing lessons. $150 lessons, right? Each an hour long. That would be 1,920 lessons is what you would have had to do to win that $288,000. That is 115,200 minutes, okay, of working to get that $288,000, which would be a 80-day straight period of giving lessons in that entire thing. And now you place 15th in a tournament with the greatest golfers in the world, and you make that. You should be incredibly proud of yourself, man.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, why didn't we do this a long time ago?
You sound like my wife now.
Have you seen what this dude looks like today, Pac-Man?
Oh, that's awesome. What is that?
Whoa.
So, I mean, where would even
The hell is
Well,
that out?
Pack?
It wasn't what
Pack,
you
if
said,
I
it was
wanted to
how
get
you
that,
said it.
Where would I go get that? How do I get one of those?
This was sent to me.
You would
That's
never
what I'm
understand, AJ. Sorry.
I don't.
So maybe don't just throw rocks at things that shine like you did. What is that? Bob Carpenter signed with a beer? Did I see?
No
Did I see
way.
General Bob
There
Carpenter?
was something.
No way.
Sweet commercial.
So he did. Okay, so I did see that. What happened?
Buckeye
What do you mean?
Light.
He put out a sweet commercial for it.
For who? For what?
Garage beer
Hell yeah.
from here.
Oh my God.
What?
Let's go back.
It's a good one. Oh, you're gonna play it? Yes.
The official,
Oh my God.
official
You need
sponsor.
volume.
Garage beer. Beer flavored beer.
Beef with an F? Okay, my bad.
Yes.
It's crisp and cool and doesn't taste like ass. I'm Bobby Carpenter. I drink in garages because my wife says I don't belong inside. If you like a cold breeze on your bag, drink garage beer. It's American and so can you. Garage beer. Beer flavored beer.
That's the greatest commercial I've ever seen.
I'm so happy that I just glimpsed at that at some point during my scrolls earlier. Imagine if we didn't have that in our life.
Oh, man. I'm going to bookmark that tweet right now. Aside from LeBron, Shams, obviously there's a massive game tonight.
I think it's Shams. Just for is it Shams?
You know, but actually, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. For
Yeah,
the
see,
third time.
I beat him to the punch because I was going to ask a question. He was going to say, "Oh, I don't want to hear from him," like Shaq did, and then he'd say, "I'm just kidding," and then he'd go into it. So I figure I'd lead with Shams.
So that distracts.
That's our
So
thing.
the retirement
BC, that's our thing.
Boom.
distracts. from
Exactly.
getting
Look over
swept.
here.
You just said Shams.
Shams.
Don't do the Shaq.
Shaq joke.
Shaq.
Exactly.
All right.
That's-
It is
that's
Shams though. Have I been saying your name right or wrong?
No, you've been on it. You've been on it. BC just wanted me to not give him the Shaq treatment for the third time.
Boom.
So it's okay. We'll play it off.
That's right.
I'll
You got
take
more
Shams
treatments,
with it.
dude. Look at you.
Yeah, you got bigger things to worry about, Shams. See, I do know what your name is.
The Patriots, they're cheating in OTAs. Kick them out of the league. Put them in the USFL. We don't want to make this decision. You got to do something, though, Raj. How many gates are we going to have out of New England?
You guys sound like a bunch of bitches, okay?
Whoa!
You, if this is what you want, OTAs, okay? Who gives a fuck? You don't. You don't. You don't.
I do.
You don't.
Nah,
It doesn't
care.
matter. And you know what the conversation was when this happened? Hey, Bill, if we do this, there's a chance that Roger's going to take away a few OTAs at the end of the year. And what did Bill say? Who gives a fuck? Run it. Do whatever you want to do. He can take the OTAs because, as we all know, they don't mean fucking anything.
Whoa! Because Aaron's there. This is a big deal.
Yeah, well, that's my point exactly. If OTAs meant anything, then we might as well just give the Lombardi to the Jets.
Breaking news out of the NFL. The Arizona Cardinals have released DeAndre Hopkins.
Wow.
Now there's a brand new GM and a brand new head coach and seemingly a brand new era arriving in Arizona. And there was a conversation, a loud one, that involved our program because a source says about D-Hop potentially being traded because not only would it work for D-Hop because he doesn't want to be a part of another restart and he wants to get somewhere else because the offensive coordinator and the quarterback that he had worked with over the last couple of years, and although they had some success, I mean, that thing entirely blew up in a terrible fashion. They're going forward with Kyler in a whole new operation. So not only for D-Hop would it seemingly make sense, but also for the Cardinals it would make sense. New GM able to get an old GM's contract to a wide receiver off the books after 1 year. Fresh restart. Let's move on. Trade talks allegedly happened. Trade talks allegedly took place with numerous teams. D-Hop was interested in going to numerous places a couple different times, actually did a body language communication test on how he would feel at different places. Now he's a free agent and can go visit and go see any of these teams that he's potentially interested in. The Buffalo Bills.
What?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
What?
The Baltimore Ravens.
What?
And probably a couple other squads that would love to have D-Hop on their team. I guess congrats to both parties. Even though the Cardinals get nothing in return for a trade, I assume that they thought that they would get nothing in return for a trade, or have already tested the waters, or they're just doing a favor to D-Hop saying, we'll just eat the contract for a year, good luck out there, all is good.
I want to still be playing in the NBA, but it doesn't work like that.
Chuck, you can still put up. Chuck,
Hey,
you can still get 4 rebounds, don't you think? You can still
10 and 4.
You do look good right now. Are we in the middle of is this new, are we skinny forever? I'm trying to do the same right now.
You know, man, I started this drug called Manjaro about 6 months ago, and I'm down 57 pounds. It's been amazing. My doctor, she's amazing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I started taking this Manjaro. You know, I know a lot of people take Ozempic, but my doctor prefers Manjaro. And like I say, I started at 352, and I'm down to 290.
Here we go.
And it's been great. I'm starting to feel like a human being, not a fat ass anymore.
Hell yeah.
I want to lose. You know, my doctor says I can't get to my planned weight, which was 250, but I'm going to get to 270.
Let's go.
Because my doctor told me, she says, there's a lot of fat young people, ain't a lot of fat old people. they're all dead.
Yeah.
So I felt like because I gained a lot of weight when I got my new hips. So I'm like, yo, man, I want to be here. So I'm working out. I'm taking my shot once a week. And like I say, I'm going to get down to 270. Because, man, I want to be here. I don't want to leave all my money for my freeload-ass family.
Hey, we need you here, Chuck, so I'm happy to hear that.
Hey.
Is it, so what is it, same outcome, like appetite suppressant? Is it semaglutide in there? What is it, what do you know what it's doing to you exactly? Yo, because everybody's talking about this shit.
Hey, no. You know what's funny? I have zero idea what it does. I'm not gonna lie.
All the wins.
Okay. That's pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Much bigger in person.
Oh, no.
Look at the ball, too.
Oh,
the ball
no.
is so
I'm not saying it.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Something spelled wrong?
What? Yeah.
You saw it?
No.
Oh, yeah. If we're talking about the same thing.
The little engrave on the...
Yes.
Oh, no. Let's get to a break.
What is it?
It's just it's a good trophy. It's a great trophy.
Say it? No, you should say it.
It's a beautiful trophy.
You should share it.
Nope.
You should. I don't think they care. You know how many
it a
photos and
misspelling?
videos this thing's been in? Someone else has definitely seen it.
Let's get to a break.
Just say it.
Hour 3 will be on the other side. It says right there on the back.
Don't say it.
Go ahead.
I want to believe.
Go
Don't
ahead.
say
Go
it.
ahead. Go ahead.
Bro, it's
Do
pretty
not.
clear. Good artist.
Go
whoever
ahead.
did it.
Come
Pretty
on.
clear and
That's the greatest trophy in all of basketball, Pat.
Just say it.
I've been playing basketball my whole life. Don't say it.
The new trophies are very, very cool, though, Foxy. You know that.
Someone draw a phallic shape.
Go ahead.
There's a penis on there?
Zoom in on that thing. Kind of looks like a Dahn.
Here we go.
Just so everybody knows. Chuck, you can touch this one.
Oh, it's a replica.
You can touch this one.
Oh, that's all right.
Smart.
It's okay.
I do believe that you should this weekend potentially look in the mirror and say, you know what? Fucking lucky to be here.
Yeah.
Not everybody has the perfect situation and circumstance. I understand that. People have been through a lot. A lot of people have been through a lot. But for us to get to this point, to live in the time that we do, and not everybody's living a dream, but hopefully everybody will be able to at some point. A lot of things had to happen in the past to get here for our particular country. And Memorial Day is a great time to kind of look back and go like, hey, a lot of badass motherfuckers did some shit so that we could potentially be here and do what we do. So just say thanks, and enjoy the hell out of yourself.
Yeah.
I think that would be the best way to kind of pay tribute to everything that happened is have a good time, say thanks, and why not, be nice to somebody else as well. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. From all of us to all of you, we are so incredibly thankful we get to do this. Cheers, and have a great 3-day weekend. Goodbye.